It looks like we're live. Hello, guys. Hello. Okay, but wait a minute. Okay. Okay. Hi, guys. Hello, everybody. Hi, everybody.
Hi
Hi.
guys.
Hi, guys. Hello. Welcome. We figured we should do a Q&A. It's been a while. We've missed y'all. So we wanted to come on, answer questions. I dragged Ethan to be on here. And I think we are on for a really, really good live. I hope you guys can hear us. I hope you can see us okay and all the things. And so if you're joining just now, let us know where are you joining from. Oh, here I can do it. Oh, know where you are watching from and your questions about relocating and living in Africa. Why are you doing that, Ethan? Okay, perfect. So Ethan, how you doing?
I'm fine.
You
How are you?
doing? I'm doing good. I'm doing good. How you feeling about the? So it's an interesting day, guys. We haven't had power. Power went out. Were you awake when power went out? What time was it?
Like 6:30.
So power went out around 6:30 this morning and came back at what time? 2? 1:30. 1:30 p.m. So y'all missed homeschooling. Are y'all sad?
It was hot.
Are you sad you missed your full day of homeschooling today?
Yeah, because I'm gonna have to redo it.
Oh, that's true. That's true. Can you guys hear us okay? You might have to be a little bit louder then. There's no mic. So you might have to be louder. Okay, good. I can see here that folks can hear us. Okay, awesome. So yeah, we are coming live to y'all from the Gambia, the Smiling Coast.
Mm-hmm.
That's a mhm. I have a few questions here, but we'd love to hear questions from you guys. But we got a few questions that we get all the time and things, so we gather them. Okay, so let's start with some easy one. Oh, okay, Ethan, what was the biggest thing you were wrong about before leaving here? You were wrong about. So when we moved, you were 12 years old. So by the way, guys, in case you don't know, we moved from the United States of the America, from Texas to the Gambia about 4 years ago. And so I'm mom. This is Ethan. And so the question for Ethan is, what's the biggest thing you were wrong about before leaving here?
To be honest, I don't remember. To be honest, I don't remember. I don't know because I don't think I was making any takes before I came.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
you didn't have any assumptions that were shattered.
I didn't think I had any thoughts.
Okay,
To be honest,
okay, okay. All right. So no. Okay, perfect. So but then, what surprised you most about daily life in Africa?
um, I didn't. I was kind of clueless, so everything was a surprise. I
Mm.
didn't know about anything. It's everything. Like how we're going out was a surprise.
Can people hear you? Can y'all hear Ethan?
It says it can hear me every
Cause,
time I
cause
speak. It
it's
goes
like
up.
you whispering and stuff.
Power going out was a surprise. The roads were a surprise. All the good things too were surprises. Like everything was a surprise. I didn't know anything about it.
Cause the roads were so much smaller
Yeah,
when
I
we got
couldn't
here.
believe the roads. The roads. The roads.
Hi, Damila. How are you? Welcome. Not audible. Oh, y'all can't hear us. Can you hear me? Cause I'm shouting. Please let me know if you can hear me. Or is it Ethan you can't hear? Ethan, if they can't hear you, you're pushing the camera. How does that help? Oh, Ethan. You're gonna have to project. You're gonna have to project for the people. Huh?
Okay, let's continue.
So he said the road were a surprise. He said the road were a surprise and all that stuff. So welcome, guys. Welcome. Please feel free to drop your questions. I got Ethan. I don't know for how long I got him, but he's here for now. So if you got questions, please feel free to ask your questions and let us know where you're watching from as well. This is a good one. This is a good one. What do your friends assume? Because I'm going to answer this too. It's not just for the kids. What do your friends assume about Africa that is not true?
Um, that there's like no good side, like there's no good like there's not big houses and whatnot. Like there's no rich side to it. I would say.
Okay.
Yeah.
They still believe that, like, even with Afrobeat being what it is, and
Yeah.
South Africa, Nigeria, and Africa, and all the things coming out of Africa, you still have some friends that think
Well, at first, I think now they're more educated now, but at first,
that's what they thought. Okay. Okay. Oh, my, wait a minute. I'm gonna have to charge. Okay. So why do you feel like now that's not what they feel? You've like educated them, or like how do they know it's not the case now?
I mean, with social media and you know, with social media,
Okay.
yeah,
You feel like social media played a part. Okay.
yeah,
Okay. Yeah, no, I can see that. And it's so funny because when I moved to the US, I got a lot of those questions because I moved to the US and went to high school, 11th and 12th grade. And folks used to ask me, how did you get here? Did y'all live with elephants? Like, true story. And lions, where did you learn how to dress? I was like, wait, what? But that was back then.
right.
And it's interesting that you feel, but do you feel like that's how bad they thought?
No, it wasn't that bad.
Okay, okay, okay,
Yeah,
okay. But I just didn't think there was luxury.
yeah.
Okay.
Sure.
All right. All right. Can y'all hear Ethan now? Let us know if you can hear him better now. I would say, I think that what my friends assumed the most wasn't, and a lot of our friends are Africans, but it was, they assumed that they were losing us. Like, we're going to Africa, they're never going to see us again, period. I don't think they knew or they thought, right, that they'll be seeing us more. Some of them are seeing us more than when we were living there.
Right.
Right. So I think that has been, because every time they see me, they're like, "You're here? You're here?" I'm like, "Yeah, planes. I took a plane. I'm
Right.
here, took a plane." So I don't think this new version of relocation, I think that's new to them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Where you can be not by coastal. How would you call it?
No idea what word that is.
By coastal is when you're coast to coast, you live on two coasts.
Oh, okay.
Like New York and LA, then they say I'm bi-coastal.
Gotcha.
So we were bi-continental.
I guess so.
Okay. All right, good. Guys, what questions do you have? Welcome. And if this is like, if you're liking this type of content, please make sure you give thumbs up, like, hearts, all the things. Apparently it does something to something on YouTube. So please give us some hearts. What else? High school different. So you are homeschool. So I guess the question is, how is, and you've only been homeschool here, so you can't even compare the two. So just overall homeschooling, how is homeschool different? What do you like about homeschool and what don't you like about homeschool for the parents that are thinking about homeschooling their kids?
I mean, everything is different. Like literally everything.
Mm-hmm.
And the only thing I like is that it finishes faster. That's what I like about it. It finishes faster.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, everything is different though. Like everything from how long it takes to having teachers and social life. Like everything is different.
Yeah, you
When you're at
miss
home.
things. You probably missed like prom. You're gonna miss
Yeah,
prom,
like stuff like that. Yeah.
homecoming.
Yeah.
I told you we could do a prom here.
No, I'm okay.
Why? You know they have limousines in Gambia?
No, I know that you're not allowed to go to proms here unless you go to the school.
Oh, you can invite a guest?
No, yeah, they have to be at the school.
We could make a prom-like thing.
No, I'm okay.
Like, how about then you're not going to walk? You're not going to have a graduation. So I'm going to have to order a cap and gown.
I guess.
Ooh, okay. I need to remember to do that. All right. Was it hard making friends?
Not really. No, it was I mean, it just depends. I think that's a person thing. I don't think that's a country thing. Just depends on who
Oh,
you are.
that's true. That's true. If it's hard for you in the US to make friends, it's gonna be hard here.
Yeah, it depends on who you are.
Okay. Okay, but for you it wasn't hard. Okay. All right. Perfect. Guys, what are your questions? What do we want to know? And I keep asking you questions. Do you have questions for me?
Um, I mean, do you like it here better?
Ooh. Yes, 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 yes. I like it
So if
here.
you had no children, where would you live?
I mean, dang. If I had no children,
Yeah, and nobody to pay for it but yourself. I think you
ooh.
would live in Paris with your sister.
I was gonna say, listen, I was gonna say Paris though.
Like, you like here better than Paris? In all honesty,
If I had no children,
yeah, no children,
no husband.
no husband, but you have dating life, of course. Like you can have a boyfriend, husband.
But okay, and okay, all right, all right. Oh, where would I stay? Listen, I don't mind Paris. I don't mind Paris at all. Um, would I want to retire in Paris?
I don't know. I'm just asking.
No, I'm saying no.
Okay,
Because I think most people agree, Ethan, that they like being where they are, like whether it's Europe, America, but nobody wants to retire. No African that I know wants to retire in those places. There lies the problem.
Hmm.
To hang out, to have fun, to party, to eat croissant, to like, yeah,
they
take
think
me to
you pick
Paris.
Yeah, they think you would pick Paris.
I said it now.
Oh, okay. All right,
I said I'll pick Paris,
Yeah, I know.
but I won't retire. But I don't want to retire in Paris.
Okay.
But to live it up,
Yeah, that's my question. Yes, where would you live?
no, for sure.
Okay.
What are we asking? Put me on, coach. Oui. That was a good question, though. Yeah, that's a good question. Yeah, if I had no
So
kids,
after everybody goes off to college and doesn't, like, you and dad by yourself, where are you living?
I'm living here.
Why?
Uh-uh.
After what you just said, that
Uh-uh.
makes no sense.
Uh-uh.
Because after junior graduates, you still be in your early 40s.
Don't be giving my age to the people, but yes, that's
You'll
true.
still be very young.
Very much so.
For a mom.
Very much so.
So you'll still be young. So
Yes.
why not, like, enjoy your 40s where you just said you would live it up, like, just now?
But that doesn't stop me from enjoying my 40s. Like, I don't want to be in Paris in the winter. It's cold right now in Paris. I don't
Okay.
want to be there in the spring. Right? Do I want to be there for the summer? Yes, but that doesn't stop me from doing that. You know what I mean? There are a lot of things. Everywhere is nice for vacation. Is this the place that I want to party? No, take me to Dubai. I mean, there are places, right? But in terms of where do I want to rest? Where do I want to retire? Where do I want to invest my time and my energy? It's on the continent. It's right here with my people. You know what I mean? Yeah. Let's see. Oyen said she thinks Paris. I'm always talking about Paris because I have a good time. Listen, Ethan, I'm like, bro, should I have told him to ask me questions? Guys, what should we be asking Ethan? Because he's putting me on the spot. What's up?
Not much.
Where would you want to raise your kids?
Probably United States. Would I want to raise them? But I would still, like, have them come, like, to Africa, though.
To do what? And to who?
To visit.
Visit who?
For summers.
With who?
It depends on who's here.
Who can be here? You send me
just
to
said that
You send me to Paris.
Okay. Then I can rent Airbnb for a couple of months.
Okay, so you're coming with them.
Yeah.
Why? Why do you want them to spend summers?
So they can experience what I experienced. I think it's a very integral. I still think Africa is a very integral part of life. I think it's I wouldn't, bring them over here, but to live, but definitely for 3 months. A good 3 months is very necessary. A good 3 months, at least 2-3 times, I think they'll get
What they need.
half the experience I got.
Okay, half.
Yeah.
So 3 times in their lifetime, you feel like it's enough to get
it is.
I
think if they
so
come to
9
Africa
months
3 times
in 18 years, you think they're good?
I mean, it depends on the type of 9 months you're giving them.
What kind of 9 months are you gonna give my grandkids?
9 months of the power being out. I'm talking about those 9 months. I'm not talking about the 9 months with the generator. I think that shapes you more. I'm talking about the 9 months of the shaping you know, because right now, I don't think I'm getting much shaping because I've already got the 9 months year of the. I
Yeah.
think it's the
Okay. So you want them to come
I want them to experience the power being out, preferably on the side with the bad roads. I want them to experience all of that.
so you want them, you want us to be the bad guy.
Yes.
I'll be in Paris. I'll be in Paris.
Yeah, they need
Send
that.
them to Paris.
They need that. They're gonna need that because I still want Africa to be like very hard knocked into their head.
Why?
Because I think it's just limitless opportunities for them if they realize what Africa is. I feel like it's limitless. You know,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it only helps. Like, why not? That's the real question. Why not?
Why not?
Yes.
Why not have them experience the hardship?
Yes.
So you want them
The hardship.
you want them to experience the hardship.
Yes.
All right. Okay, y'all. Okay, Ethan. All right. What other questions you got?
I don't have any more. I don't think so.
You gave us your best.
Yeah.
Those 2 questions.
Yeah, that's all my questions.
Okay. All right. Let's see. Let's see what the people are asking. Hi, guys. Welcome. Welcome. Thank you for joining. Please make sure you give us thumbs up, likes, all the things, because it does something. It does. What does it do? Then you're on YouTube. You are Gen what? You are Gen Z.
I think it just pushes it to more people for you page.
It pushes more. It pushes it to more people for you page, and we are a few watch time hours from getting monetized. So, guys, like, thumbs up. Let me tell you something about YouTube. Ethan, can I talk about my YouTube journey with this channel?
Sure.
Do you care or no?
Go ahead.
Y'all, you gotta clap for these YouTubers. Do you hear me, Ethan? These content creator, YouTubers, influencers, it's not a joke. It's a job. Do you feel that way or it's just me?
No, it's for sure a job. Motivation is a job. I'm telling you.
Ooh, okay. What you mean?
Just stay motivated. I don't think the work itself is hard.
Okay.
Just to get yourself to want to do it is hard. I think getting yourself to want to do it is way harder than doing it.
Oh, you feel like it's getting yourself. For me, that's not, I can get myself to do it, but it's the preparation. It's the finding the hook. Because y'all won't watch if the hook is not good. It's finding the thumbnail. It's researching what y'all want to see. It's getting your makeup and your hair done. It's it's a thing.
That's a 9 to 5 work.
No, but if that's all you're doing, you're fine.
Yeah, that's
like if that was my only job, oh, this is nothing now.
Okay.
Oh, we're rolling. We're giving y'all a video a day, 2 a day, right? But when it's not for most people, it's not their full time yet. So they have to do that plus something else.
Right.
I was just surprised. That's all. I thought it was easier than it is. Let me just say that. I thought it was easier. People are asking, like, the hardship though, why? Because are you facing the hardship yourself?
No, that's what I said with the first 9 months. The first 9 months.
Okay, you faced it the first 9 months, you feel?
Or maybe for them, it can be like the first summer.
Okay, the first summer, they're going to hate coming to Africa.
Yes. Maybe the first summer. Then the second and third summer, they can chop rice.
They can chop rice?
Yeah.
What? Oh my gosh, Ethan, that is so funny. It reminds me of my father who used to, like, we didn't have, I say that, I just wrote a post on LinkedIn that we were rich poor. No, it was for Instagram. That we were rich poor, which means we lived in a rich neighborhood, up and coming at the time. It wasn't even, but it was an up and coming neighborhood, right? My dad was a doctor. So when you looked on the outside, it looked good. On the inside, my father was like, oh, I'm going to teach you hardship. I mean, depending, because some people are going to listen and be like, girl, you had water in your house and food. What are you talking about? But like on purpose, though, he was like, no AC, no fan in your room, no pocket money. You're going to walk. Okay, you lose your money, you're going to walk to school. Like, he was very purposeful about showing us, like, life is not what you think. And so when you said that, like, that reminds me of your grandfather, which now I can sleep anywhere, any temperature, because I'm like, what you gonna do? Collapse? So I can see the benefit of what you're saying, so that you raise kids that are resilient, and
Right.
Africa will raise you some kids that are resilient. Do you hear me when I say resilient? So that's true. I can see why you want to do it. Okay, perfect. Hi, if you're just joining us, hello, welcome. We are chatting, we are taking your questions around relocation, moving. This is Ethan, my amazing son, incredible son, that accepted to join me here today. Right? Okay, let's see what other questions I can ask you. Do you feel safe here?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you do?
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
Okay,
I feel safe.
you feel safe. Me too. Okay. Uh, what would you tell other teenagers whose parents are considering moving?
What I tell them?
Uh huh.
Um, I don't know. That's a good question. Uh, other teenagers are coming here.
What are the advice? Like, what are the three things that you feel like when you look at people that are having an okay time, like that were able to be here, see understand the things they don't like, but also see the beauty versus the friends you've had that everything was negative, they were miserable, they were, what are the things that you feel like the people that have a good time here do that other, what tips, strategy can you give them?
To bring power banks. Um,
Bring power banks.
bring
Mm-hmm.
power banks and I mean stuff like just FaceTime your friends.
Mm.
Uh, and just stay busy.
Mm. Come on. Stay busy. That's a good advice, huh? And stay connected. Because you can sustain, my best friend of 30 something years, Auntie Solène, when I moved, she was in Cameroon for another 8 years. And we didn't have WhatsApp. Like this was like when you call people with cards. And if the phone went off, you lost your 30 minutes.
Right.
And I'll write her letters. When my dad came once a year, she would write me letters. She would send me little bracelets. I'll send her clothes. Like that's how we sustain our relationship. And today, you can sustain your relationship with text message. I think the hardest thing though is when you realize people's life move on. That as much as you are connected, there are things that they're experiencing that you're not experiencing with them. And that can feel
Yeah.
kind of funny, huh?
1,000%. That's why I said to stay busy.
Oh, so that's the stay busy part.
Yeah.
Get stuff going too for yourself so that they're also missing on the stuff that you're doing.
Exactly.
Okay. That's really good. Okay, very good. Awesome. Guys, we appreciate the hearts. Give us some hearts, thumbs up. Can I heart my own
What do you
video?
think I gave you a good 25?
Ethan.
I think I gave you a great 25.
Ethan. You're leaving us?
I think I gave a great
What am I going to
25.
tell the people? You tried though, Ethan.
I did. 25 with no back support.
Ethan, you need a stronger back though.
No back support.
You want to sit here?
No. I'm good. I think I gave it a good 25. Bye, guys. Thanks for having me. Get her watch hours up, please, so I'm the right one.
Well, we lost. We lost Ethan. Ethan was here for 20 child. And he was interacting with us. Thank you, Ethan. Thanks, Ethan.
You're welcome.
All right, guys. It's just you and it's just us. It's just us. Do we have any questions? Let me know what your questions are, guys. If not, I'll follow Ethan. What can I answer for you guys about relocation, making money in Africa, all the things? Drop your questions below. Any questions? What can I answer for y'all? What's the biggest? Somebody asked me, what would I do differently if we had to start over? If we had to make this move again? Mm, what would I do differently? Maybe move sooner. Maybe move sooner, y'all. Maybe move sooner. Maybe move sooner. One thing I love about Gambia. Oh, there are so many things I love about the Gambia. There's so many. I mean, where do I start? I love living right by the water. It has ruined me for any water trip. Like I used to be like, oh my God, I just want to be on somebody's beach and sip some margarita and da 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 da. And now, why do you want me to leave the Gambia to go to St. Lucia? For what? Right? So it has ruined it for me because we have water here everywhere. So I love that. I love the people, some of the kindest, nicest people I've ever met. Um, some of the most honest people I've ever met. We had a friend. Let me give you an example. Like we had friends that had come over for Christmas from the US. My husband was celebrating his 40th. And one of our friend left his cell phone, latest iPhone, in a taxi. And he was like, well, that's over. Because in Cameroon, ooh, forget it. You're never going to see that. You forget it. And so my husband was like, oh, don't worry. It's going to come back. Like he's going to bring it back. And when I tell you an hour and a half later, the taxi driver came back, knocked at the door and said, oh, he left his phone. Where did they do that at? Where? Right? And so that's just to tell you how kind and nice and just kind people. Now there are good and bad people everywhere, right? We're not in heaven. But in general, just the nicest, kindest people I have met. And so that goes a long way for me. That goes a long way. So the people, I like the food. There's no food like Cameroonian food. So, but Gambians, they got some stuff that I really like in terms of food. I like the plasas, I like the benachin, I like the yassa, I like the ebe. I mean, I'm a foodie, so what else do we like? I mean, I love Gambia. It's not even a like. Like I love Gambia. I feel at home here. Um, so there are too many reasons why I fell in love with Gambia. And then the biggest cultural shock. There are a few. Let me see what I can say on YouTube. What is the biggest cultural shock? Maybe time is safe to talk about, but that's across the continent, though. I think it's a Black people thing, just not being on time and how people won't show up for appointments. Somebody said, "I'm coming at 9 a.m. tomorrow." Oh, don't count on it now, and won't call you if they're not coming. I was like, wait, what? And you want a job? How does that work? Right? Like, so maybe just the disregard for time. And yeah, that is a big thing. But again, it's across the board. It's across, it happens in Cameroon too. So there's also that. That was a great question. Oh, a good question here is who do you think this life is really for? And that's true. I don't think that relocation is for everybody. I think that it is really for people that are adventurous, people that are open to change. A lot of the time, guys, we want different, but we don't want to change. Like we want the place to change. I hear people talking a lot about things, and I'm like, so oh, that should change because you moved to their country. Why did you move? And so I think that moving and relocating, whether it's to Africa, Europe, wherever you're relocating to, you have to assume that the place is going to have to change you, and you're going to change to have to adapt to where you move to, which is part of moving is growth, it's learning, it's accepting that things are going to be different. For the people who have to have things a certain way, like today, we talked about it, right? That at 6:30 power went out and did not come back till 1:30. And I had an important meeting at 11 a.m. And I was like, yo, come on. But it is what it is. I should have had our patrol in the generator, but we ran out. I didn't check. So we didn't have that. I didn't charge my laptop. All these things were on me. So I can complain and da 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 da. But it is what it is. Like, it is what it is. I could either be in America where there's never power outage and deal with what is there, that is what it is, or choose to move to a different place and deal with what it is in that place as well. And so I think that for the people who, first of all, the people that are forced to move is challenging. You have to ask yourself, why am I moving? And that's true across the board. That's true if you are choosing to start a business, if you're choosing to get married, if you're whatever new choice you're making, understanding why you're doing it is going to help put things in perspective. Right. So really like being clear on your why. And like he said, when he asked me, would you have moved if you didn't have any, he didn't say, would you have moved if you didn't have any kids? He said, if we're not here, if you're not here, you don't have a husband, would you move? And the answer is, would you be here? And the answer is maybe not. Right. Because a big part of why we moved was for my kids. And that's quite a why. So am I going to, and I'm not saying for my kids, like I'm miserable, but that was like a big why for me, right? Because I was good over there. I was cool. I'm not one of those people that batched it. I was fine. I liked the rules. I liked the system. I liked, but because of my kids and what he said, listen, I want my kids, even if it's just 3 months a year, 3 times in their lifetime to experience Africa. Because there's something about knowing your identity. There's something about realizing how fortunate you are. And there's something about seeing how people are so happy with whatever their lot is in life. That makes you be like, wait a minute, so what were we complaining about? But my point is, my why was my kids. And because my why was so strong, if you're a mom, you know this, we'll do anything for our kids, then I'm not going to fall apart because I don't have my favorite cereal. I'm not going to fall apart because there's no electricity, because power, whatever, or there's no water. I'm not going to fall apart for those. That seems small in comparison. Now, if I was moving just for me because I wanted vibes and somebody told me that, oh, there are beaches here, you go and chill, then yeah, I might complain about a lot of things. Now, I'm not perfect. You catch me depending on what day, time. We are all human. But overall, when people ask me, are you happy you move? Are you? And I'm like, yeah, my intention with moving was for my kids to know their identity. Do I feel like they know more who they are and they're more anchored and proud to be African today than they were 4 years ago? The answer is yes. Then I can then say it was worth it, despite all of the things. So understanding our why, I think, will help. And so is it for everybody? No, not for the people that don't have a strong enough why, will be my answer. Somebody asked, hi, Halimatu Diallo, how are you? Welcome. Do they have reliable companies for maids nanny in Gambia? I've heard of one. My friend said she just used one company recently, and that company wasn't bad. I've never used them. There's not one that's leading, right? Like there's not like, what's the number one company to help you with getting staff here? There's not one. There are a few that are popping out and trying and testing. It's very difficult because you're talking managing people, right? And it's a difficult business to be able to do and run well. But there are people that are attempting to do it. A lot of the time now it's still word of mouth. Like who do you know? Like, you call somebody, hey, who are you using? Can you ask your staff if her sister, if she knows somebody that also, usually that's how people are getting people, but it's getting difficult all across Africa right now to find reliable help. To be very honest with you, it's getting difficult. Not impossible, but it's getting harder and harder. Because I hear this complaint from my sister in Cameroon, my cousin in Ivory Coast, people in Ghana, like it's getting harder. That was a great question. Welcome, welcome, guys. Welcome, welcome. If this is helpful and you're enjoying this, please can you give me some hearts, some thumbs up, some something? Apparently, it helps. Ethan say it helps the algorithm and pushes it to more people. So your hearts and all the things are appreciated. What other questions can I answer, guys? Drop your questions. Drop your questions below. Your, I think, hi Rory, how are you? Welcome. I think you probably met my husband. Was it my husband? You say yours said he was looking to open a restaurant in the Gambia. Who is your? Is it my husband? Maybe. And if he is still looking, I guess where? Yeah, my husband. Right. Where would he be located? And most important, what type of food would it be? My husband has always wanted to open a restaurant. Every place we've been, every because he's an incredible. He can cook and like I said, we are foodies. And I believe that he was thinking maybe a Cameroonian food because we have the number one. We are the authority when it comes to food. Listen, y'all go argue with your people. Don't argue on my page, okay? I said what I said. And so I think he's thinking Cameroonian food, specifically grilling. We have the best fish, best soya, best grilled chicken. Like when it comes to grilling, just go on YouTube, do your homework, do your findings. So I think that's what he was thinking. And location wise, I don't think he has found a location or has. Obviously, you want somewhere. If we could be in Senegambia, we'll be in Senegambia. So obviously, you want somewhere where there's foot traffic and all the things. But he has his hands full right now with the security company. So I don't think he has circled back. The security company, the media company, I don't think he has circled back yet with the. And I'm afraid of the food industry, like the restaurant industry. I've not heard great stories. Like I've not. You talk to the people that have 3, 4 restaurant, and all they tell you like, bro, it's hard. The profit margin are small. Like by the time you buy, if you're serving chicken with french fries, by the time you buy the food, and then the food prices always go up. You can't even project, you can't even. I'm not discouraging, these are the things I'm telling him too, but like I've never seen somebody being like, yo, yes, like it's an incredible. It's always some type of story of how they're barely breaking even and all the things. So I don't know. My cousin just opened a restaurant in Ivory Coast, so I'll report back. Let's see how that goes. But yeah, good question, and welcome to the live. Oyin said, "I've heard about Gambia and all from you, but like, wouldn't you ever move back to Cameroon or some other place of Africa?" I'm very much open to the continent. Like, I mean, I'm a girl of the soil, and so I'm very much open. I like Nigeria. My team is in Nigeria. I love the vibe, the energy. The people are hustling. Okay. And so I love the creativity. It reminds me of New York. It's very like what are we doing? Let's go. Like so I really like the energy of Nigeria. So Nigeria maybe. Um Cameroon, I don't know. But I like Nigeria. I like Nigeria. I like Ghana. There are lots of places, and there are lots of places I've not visited that I want to visit, but I'm open. I'm definitely open to the continent. What other questions, guys? Okay, sorry, guys. All right, let's see. Okay, I don't see any more questions though. Oh, you can't. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Sorry, I'm muted. A phone call came in, so I had to pick it up. I had to pick it up. Had to pick it up. Uh, let's see if there are any more questions. There's a question here like, is Africa a short term play or a long term commitment? I think it depends. It depends again. Like you heard Ethan say, for him, it's a place where his kids are going to come and suffer. I'm like, whose grandchildren are you talking about? Like, first of all, sir, first of all, my grandchildren, no. But so for some people, it's a short term thing. They need a break. They need, whatever the thing is, or they want to try it and see how they like it. I'm not a try it, see how I like it kind of person. If I'm going to do it, let's just do it. Um, if you're going to do this YouTube thing, let's just really just go all in, is my personality. Because I feel like when you have an out, if you got a plan B, if you're like, oh, I'm going to be here for 6 months and see, it's a very different energy than, oh, we moving, right? It's just a different energy. So for me, it was just like we either gonna do it or we're not gonna do it type of thing. But not for everybody. I know people, I've met people where the family goes back and forth, or they were there for a year, then they went back. Like it's whatever, you get to craft your own African experience. And I think that's the biggest takeaway. You get to do it how you want to do it. People have ideas on how it's supposed to be, but you get to choose how you're gonna do it. You get to choose if this is your summer kind of space, like that's the plan. You spend summers here, or the kids spend summers. Nigerians do that all the time. They do that all the time. They're like, listen, we ain't all gonna move, but you're gonna go. I've heard of a lot of Nigerians that went to high school in Nigeria because the parents were like, you get to this age, you go, right? Your mom might follow you, or you just go. And so that's their play. That's how they figure that, listen, we get the best of both worlds. So you get to determine what you want your African experience to be. You get to determine that. It is your choice. Don't let anybody make you feel like it has to look a certain way. It does not. It doesn't. What other questions? Welcome if you're just joining. Welcome to our Q&A, guys. Welcome, welcome. Happy Friday. We are discussing all things relocation, living, making money in Africa, the continent, all the things. We are here chatting about it all. How do you find doing business with the Gambians and the diasporan? Oh, I wish my husband was here for that because he's knee deep. I say doing business is relationships, is managing relationships across the world, right? What we call business is really just people, managing people and exchanging goods and services. Um, and so that has its own challenges all across the world. And guys, I've worked from the nonprofit sector to the for profit to billion-dollar companies running projects there to Africa to, I mean, right? And doing business is challenging overall. Doing business in Africa, in Gambia, has its own unique challenges, but also its own unique opportunities. And what I tell everybody is at the end of the day, there is a company here not owned by Africans that is thriving and making more money. So I think of in Cameroon, we have Orange and MTN. These are communication company, right? Cell phone. They provide you with data plan and all internet and stuff. They make more money in Cameroon than they do in France using Cameroonians. It's not French people that are running that company, it's Cameroonians. And that is true all over Africa, that as many challenges that there are people that are able, despite of the challenges, to see it as opportunities. So are there challenges that are specific and unique to each country? Yes, there are. I feel like I'm running for politics. If I'm doing a good job, y'all just give me some hearts, right? But I like to put things in perspective. I always like to put things in perspective because I think without putting it in perspective, it looks like, oh, it's a Gambian thing. No, it's not. It's a people thing. It's a culture thing. It's a number of things, right? And yes, there are unique things for sure that we experience in Gambia when it comes to running a business that you won't necessarily see the same way in Cameroon or the same way in Nigeria, right? But Nigeria has certain things that you won't see in Gambia either. Um, so I find that it is challenging. I find that it is funny at times. I find that you need a lot of patience. But these things, too, I would say about my coaching business and being a business consultant with clients all over the world, that it is challenging and it is frustrating at times and it's all the things. But again, remembering your why matters. Because at the end of the day, sitting back and saying, oh my gosh, I've given employment to 70 people, to 100 people. There's something about that, right? Like there's something about knowing that that's what you are doing that makes the other things, again, if it depends on why you started the business. Like if this is a purpose driven business where you want to make money, but you also want to do good while making money, then I think that overall the reward outweighs like the challenges. But it is a unique terrain because it's a unique place with unique people, and different culture. So that's what I would say. Sandra for president. Okay, no, let me not say that on YouTube and I get in trouble. But that was a good. I navigated that. If I have to say, guys, y'all, let me know how did I navigate that question because that question can get you in trouble. But that's a good question. That's a good question. And let me say that the first business I started in Gambia, that was not my perspective. I closed it in less than 6 months, and we already paid for a year. Like we lost money because that was not my perspective. So I missed it. So yes, I'm speaking from experience, good, bad, and now where it's like, okay, we understand that we can't bring our American mindset and want to apply it here. It won't work. It won't work. Welcome, guys. Welcome to our Q&A. We are answering your questions. I am live from the Gambia, the Smiling Coast, one of my favorite places in the world. One of my favorite places in the world. Feel free to drop your questions, guys. Drop your questions. I'm going to go as long as I got questions. Y'all, it's so funny doing these lives. I remember when we were thinking about moving, and there were a bunch of YouTubers here in the Gambia, and they would do these lives, and there would be like hundreds of people. And I'll ask the same question because I was like, I just have a question. I just want to know. Like, I just had some serious questions. I was like, who can answer like? I just want to know what happened. One of my biggest questions that I kept asking because my business is online, and I was so worried about the internet. So I just kept asking. I wanted to know how high is the speed of the internet, and then when they cut the power, do you still have the internet? So I will go on every live trying to just get my question answered. And so it's funny to me to be on this side answering questions too, but like I just remember just needing information that I couldn't find on Google. I couldn't find it on Google. So it's funny. So please, guys, there's no small question, there's no bad question. Feel free to ask your questions, and I'm gonna give myself hearts because I don't see no hearts, no like, no emoji, nothing from y'all. So I'm gonna emoji myself. Thank you, guys. I see y'all hearts now. I'm gonna clap for myself. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Thank you. Apparently, it does something to algorithm, right? It does something. So thank you. It notifies other people that we are live. They can get their answers, their question answered, and all that stuff, guys. Okay, drop your questions. What we want to know. Thank you. Oh, thank you, y'all. Thank you. What other questions? We had 52 minutes. I'll go to 60 minutes if you still got some questions. Otherwise, I'll go find some food to eat. Questions. Drop your questions. Drop all your questions. And also let me know what type of videos. What type of videos do you guys want to see on the channel? So I'm getting ready to shoot the next group group of videos. So let me know. Welcome if you're just joining us. It is our Q&A. That's a good question, child. You've asked some questions. That is true. So Damila said when I talk about GMO organic food, I believe oh, but that's not the video yet. Okay, because I talked about this when I went to the market. That video is not out yet. The market video is not out yet. The supermarket is out, but the market video, that's not imported, right? Like the tomato is not imported from Europe. The fish is right from the ocean. The cows are cows right here. Now yeah, if I'm getting rice and pasta and those things and canned goods, then yeah, obviously that's not. And it is true that in Africa, more and more, we are eating imported food. Like we'll favor canned food compared to the the local food. I am very conscious though about, if I got a choice, I'm picking local food. But you're right that I don't have as many options as if I was in Cameroon, because Gambia imports a lot, a lot of their food, not just from Europe, but from neighboring countries as well. And that is just an overall conversation to with Africa, like the amount of things we import, even things that we grow, even things that we literally grow the raw material, um, will then import it back. It's so funny because when I was in Paris, we went to this market in Switzerland, and they were selling something with shea butter, and they were selling it for like almost 25 euro. And my sister was looking at it, like, what are you looking at? When I bring you raw shea butter 100%, it's in your closet. Are you kidding me? Right? But it is a tendency that we have. It's an ingrained thing that we have. Maybe I don't know whether it's from colonization. I don't know. Where we will, all people got to do is put a label on something, and we are willing, we look at it differently. We look at it differently. I'm like, we got stuff. It is so funny to me when I moved, I knew more about herbs and like moringa and baobab, and how to use it. And like these are healing plants. What you mean you don't know? And I think that there unfortunately we are losing a lot of that with our elders, and it's not passed down, and I'm concerned about that. But Damila, I hope I answered your question, but you're right. A lot of the food, most of the food in Gambia is imported. The chicken, all that stuff, a lot of the stuff is imported, and the things that are locally grown are much, much more expensive. So I can buy, and I don't have the latest numbers, but let's just say that if I bought a chicken at the supermarket for 350, the local chicken is like 550, 600. So it is cheaper to eat that stuff, and you don't even know what's in that stuff, than to eat the local food. And so it's becoming a thing and a challenge. So that is very true. And food is expensive. The next video, well, I don't. It's not the next video, but we're going to release. I've already shot it. Is me at the supermarket, shopping. Oh, I don't listen. We just started. So Rory asked, just out of curiosity, would you say that people have moved to Gambia or going to move to Gambia based on your videos that you post? Child, listen, I started this channel 5 months ago, so I don't know. That is quite. You think that would, Rory? What is your take on that? Because I don't know. That's quite a wow. Okay, what do you think? I'm curious to know what you think. But I've never thought about it that way. Um, Good question. Huh. Okay. Good question. And I hope that my thought there too is I hope that we are giving a fair representation of what it is. Because I think that some people are like, why I moved to Ghana and moved back after 5 years, right? And so is this like scary thing and this failure thing that didn't work? Or people are like, oh, Africa is this amazing, great place, and I pay $20 a month on rent and $5 on holy water and $2 on organic food, and you can just live here. And and so I find that is these like the two extreme, and I'm hoping we're showing the reality of our experience, because maybe people are able to do it. Maybe it is their reality. I don't know, but I try my attempt. Whether we do it or we are not able to, who knows? We've only recorded a few videos. Is to balance it, right? Not even balance it, but to put perspective around it and compare it and be able to say, yes, electricity might be high, or yes, food might be more than what you pay in the US, but let's put it in context though. How much are you paying for XYZ? Or are you able to have X, Y, and Z? How is your stress level? Yeah, you're paying less, but for what? Like just attempting to put it in context so people have the information that they need to be able to then make a decision having thought about, because it's not black and white, right? Like it's very much gray. There are people that love Gambia, there are people that don't like it, there are people that love America, there are people, but what is the context? So that's my aim. I hope nobody gonna move and be like, but you said, I really try, and that's why I bring Ethan to give that perspective. He may not be as hype as I am because I get the help. I'm excited. I have help to clean my house. I have help to cook, and he's a teenager, and he's like, I'm missing prom. So I really we try. Our goal, my husband and I, with the channel, is to show that no matter what you've heard about the continent, it is still the land of opportunity. And there are still some amazing, incredible things happening on the continent that you should have your eye on, right? That it is, because folks got their eyes on it. How about that? So if it's not you, folks got their eyes on here. Oh, thank you, Rory. Thank you so much. Thank you. Yeah, we just hope it's helpful. Like if it's helpful, if it helps somebody be able to make the decision they feel is right for their family, then that's what we want to do. That's what we want to do. Because I know I watched videos when I was moving. I was on YouTube. I watch everybody. So okay, awesome. Questions, guys. What questions? What else? What else? And then I still have to get my olive oil from the US or Europe. Talking about food. Because to find 100% pure olive oil in Gambia, it's a whole thing. It's a whole thing. Questions. What can I answer for y'all? Let me know. Guys, what's interesting about my YouTube channel is that I struggle a little bit about the content that does well. The content that does well is not the content that I plan on doing often. Right? The reason I started this channel is to show the business opportunities, the money opportunities, I'm a business coach, right? Like to show those things so people can move, relocate, invest. But the content that not y'all 7 here, but the content that's doing really well is me at the supermarket. I'm like, that's a one and done. There's not going to be me walking around all the supermarkets in Gambia comparing them. There's not going to be, I did one market one, and that's one and done. So I'm like, what we going to do, fam? How we going to do this? Because up next on my list is interviewing entrepreneurs. Like it's showing you guys how to not just move to Africa, but thrive in Africa. That is the point. Ooh, that should be a tagline for our channel, right? And so that's the thing that I'm like, I hope everybody knows that but I also understand why those videos do well, because when I was moving, I would want to know when I'm budgeting, right? I would want to know what to pack. I would want to know, so I understand that. And so I'm running that series, but no, I can't be going from, no. So just FYI, those are the thoughts in the back of my head with the channel, because I'm like, guys, guys. Yeah. Okay. So 2 more minutes. What are the final questions? And we'll wrap this up. I appreciate you guys for being on here, supporting the channel. Guys, we are at 1,200 subscribers. And it blows my mind. And I love the comment section. I just love like the tips, and when we post and people are like, no, do this and do that. This is what I'm doing. This is what, like, I just love the community that's being built here. I appreciate y'all. I love seeing the names because I start recognizing comments and people are, oh, okay, I know she commented. Like, I read all the comments, all the things, and it's really been a joy creating and creating. Oh, thank you. Thank you, young Karamas. Thank you so much. I appreciate that you watch my business idea content. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. And the homeschooling stuff. Thank you. I hope the homeschooling thing helps because I don't know a lot of Africans that homeschool. I know when I was in the US, it was like two of us that I knew that were homeschooling our kids. It was still a very much of, even my dad is like, explain it again to me so they don't go to school. So they don't go to school. Like, how does this work? And so I was like, let me do a video. Maybe we'll do more of a series so that folks can really get an insider look on how it works. And I'm trying to get the tutoring company that's been helping my kids and helps so many kids all over the world with tutoring services, to come on and do one of these lives with me. I got to figure out how to bring somebody on the live. I think I got to use my phone to do it or use a third-party platform. But I'm going to schedule something with her so she can talk about it, because she's doing such an amazing job. And we got to shout her out. Talking about making money in Africa and building businesses in Africa, she employs hundreds of teachers. Like, she's doing incredible. And so I definitely want to bring her on to discuss the realities and all the things. So, okay. All right, guys, listen, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for your amazing questions and the vibes and all the things. I appreciate y'all. Make sure if you've not subscribed to the channel, subscribe, like, drop comments. All those things matter in this YouTube world as I'm learning. I appreciate y'all. Have an amazing, amazing, blessed weekend. Thank you, guys, and I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.